Hey everyone. So, first things first, we did not get around to doing the website for Merv and I. It will happen. It's 9:14 in the evening on Tuesday, the 4th of February 2025. I saw my chiropractor today. Haven't been able to stop thinking about the fact that I should probably look for a new one quite potentially, or at least really look into something that I've fully registered on this evening, and I guess I'm more fixated on than anything else, which is I asked what degree he had. Right now, funnily enough, I think I've mentioned it, and I've said it to Merv. Pretty sure I've mentioned it. I like offices that have frames with their degrees up, right? And there's a number of them in the waiting area, sort of. It's really just a front desk, so to speak, yeah. But I was starting to have these thoughts about the masseuse and different stuff, and even though there were all these degrees up on the wall, I've never actually read any of them, yeah. Excuse me. Except for the name, which is what I registered today, that the masseuse has the same last name as the chiropractor. And I had said to the chiropractor, no, small town, right? People talk, yeah? And I'd been told by people that he and his wife were business partners, and now his ex-wife, and I thought the lady that I dealt with every time I went in, who did the phone calls and the money and all that stuff, was his ex-wife. It turns out that's his new wife. His ex-wife is the one that does the massage and the acupuncture. Anyway, previously when I went in and asked them about the costs, yeah, and the woman was telling me that, there's one for this, 75 for the acupuncture and the massage, and then it was 65 for the chiropractor, and I was like, that's not happening. I'm not paying that. But today I asked him what degree he had, and he chuckled, and he said he had a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and Criminology, which is like me. I've got one in Psychology and Philosophy, but I mean, you can do a science degree in Psychology and Criminology. So I've questioned in my head now several times why you would do it the other way. But then he told me this story about how he, had gotten accepted into medical school, and then he found out his wife was pregnant, and tried to juggle it, and he opened a chicken farm. And I kind of didn't catch what he said about why that didn't work, but I did hear when he said it basically ended up in a disaster, resulting him not getting to do medical school, and him being really, what's the word? One of the things he regrets in life is not doing it, right? But it really hit me this evening while I've been thinking about this conversation, right? That at no point did he actually tell me what kind of a degree or training he has in what he's doing for me. Now, my chiropractor in Melbourne had been to university for 7 years, 7 straight full-time years, not like me, yeah, doing one degree that takes 3 years over 8 or over 7, yeah. Now, my chiropractor in Melbourne knew every single piece of the body, left, right, and centre. He knew exactly what was going on, where, and everything. And today, I said to my chiropractor and the acupuncture guy, I said, how do you know where to put the needles, yeah? Is it the same for everyone? Is it a set thing? Is it different? How do you know, right? And his automatic reaction, I'm assuming because it was honest, was I just put them where I want or wherever I feel like. And then I imagine, because my head's in the freaking hole, yeah, on the massage bed, that he must have registered what he'd said. It seems to happen a lot up here. People are just, they tell me stuff that they don't tell other people, because let's face it, how many people do you know do what I do? I don't know none, yeah? But it's not only do people tell me stuff they don't usually tell other people, they tell me stuff they probably wish they hadn't, right? Because he immediately backtracked and covered up with, oh, I can tell, blah, 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 whatever. And as soon as he said it, I thought, bullshit. And yet, I let him do it anyway, because obviously I've been saying something is happening. Something is causing things to change. It's so different. It's unfucking believable. It is so painful too. And now that I'm saying it actually out loud, and I've been thinking this all afternoon and all this evening, just around and around in my head, yeah? And as we all know, if something's going around and around in my head to this degree, it's because I need to do something about it. But my chiropractor in Melbourne was so trained. And I've said to my chiropractor up here several times, like, it's similar, but not the same. And yes, I'm aware that everyone is different. You can go to 3 different doctors for the same thing. You'll get 3 different opinions, right? It's like with my nails. Though I am starting to wonder if I just screwed that up, because I was told to put the cream on it 4 times a day as needed, or the ointment. I thought they meant, my doctor in Melbourne thought she meant on the nail, like this part, yeah? The doctor up here said absolutely not, that'll be making it worse. So I don't know what the hell, right? My point being, I am very screwed up. You can literally see it in the video, people, right? This shoulder sits so much higher than this shoulder. And I would tell you what, I wish to God it was just because of the way I'm sitting, but it's not. It's not, and it sucks, all right? And I have to budget to have chiropractic appointments every single week, all right? Every week, because I absolutely need to deal with this. But I really, really, really need to pay attention and take photographs of these degrees and training, because manipulating someone in a chiropractic way is full on, and it is affecting every single bit of me. And I understand that there are trainings here, there, and everywhere. You can get pretty much any fucking certificate you want in some different way. But all I know is that I've taken it for granted that what is happening to me and how much pain I'm in and how badly this is hurting and all of the things that are changing and just causing just some fucked up shit that I'm having to deal with, I've taken it for granted that that is all happening because it's going to get worse before it gets better. And yet when I talked to him directly today, he literally looked at me and he was like, when I get acupuncture and chiropractic, it always makes me feel mentally and physically better. And I'm thinking to myself, good for you, yeah? You're not fucking like this. You're not dealing with this, yeah? And this, my shoulders, my legs, everything, it's all being highly affected. And I'm telling you now, it is making everything 1,000 times worse. And I've truly, truly, truly believed it's because it's going to get worse before it gets better. And I'm sure that's the case either way. But the point is, I absolutely must know what kind of degrees he's got and what kind of training he's got. And I've now realized that I've been talking about this for about 9.5 minutes. So I think it goes without saying that I have to go there and find out before I continue, because I need to get my plan for the 5. And today, again, he said something I didn't understand, but it's all pulling in together now, because he said, make sure you get them all for me. Don't get them to go anywhere. Don't shop around. You know that you can't, we can't help you only on the first one. And I'm thinking, and I've said I'm not going to do that. I said I was going to come to you. But again, I have just automatically assumed he's had the same training that my chiropractor in Melbourne did. And everything hurts right now, people. Every single inch of me hurts. And I just need to know I'm seeing someone who fully knows what they're doing and isn't just someone who's paid to do some whatever the fuck course. And you know, it's kind of like how I feel about Dollar Man's wife and her massages. You know, I definitely don't think she's done the kind of training that truly needs to be done for people like me. So, I guess that's where I'm at with that. Didn't realize, I mean, like I said, it's been in my head all day since I found out. And it's been driving me insane. And since I've talked about it for 11 minutes now, it's obviously far, far more important than I actually realize, which is why I make these videos. I have to see the right people. I live on a pension and I'm paying $105 a fortnight in health insurance. I then have to pay for the actual out-of-pockets. There's limits on everything, meaning even with my health insurance, I only get 5 discounted sessions before I then have to pay the full amount. And I literally can't get comfortable at all anymore on any level, anywhere. And again, I'm all for the fact that I know everything's going to get worse before it gets better. But I cannot risk anything. And I'm not saying I won't see him, but I'm just saying, turns out I really need to pay far more attention, because I love it when people have all their degrees on their wall. And I've looked at the degrees in that office, but I've only looked and not seen, because I have actually no idea what any of them say, other than the names. Because I remember noticing that the last name was the same for the masseuse and the chiropractor. And today I was told the masseuse is actually the ex-wife, and the lady I was talking to today is the new wife. May have said that. But anyway, I'm exhausted and I gotta brush my teeth and I gotta go to bed and everything hurts, as I've been saying, and it's just so much harder to just alright, I'm gonna stop complaining and go to bed, because you know, heaps to do. And this whole thing me and Merv want to do, we really, really do plan to just do it. And I know it just sounds like, even to myself right now, that all we do is say we're going to do it and not do it, but I don't know where the hours in the day go. I've been up since 7. But yeah, that's me. Merv says hi. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night.